Discussion on paying Becky Rathman for all the help she has provided for the LCCA since she recently resigned from the Senior Service Coordinator's job. Bob Leverson that we pay Becky $100 per week for the past 4 months for the services she has provided to the LCCA. Jeannie Freed, seconded the motion. Motion carried. Judy Oliver is called for an executive session at 10:05 a.m. for 15 minutes to discuss the Senior Services Coordinator position requirements. Meeting reconvened at 10:20 a.m. with no action taken. Bob Lovelace moved that we hire Becky Rathman as Senior Services Coordinator. Kathy Moss seconded the motion. Motion carried. She will be working approximately 3.5 hours per day and possibly more during special senior programs. She will earn 3.5 hours per month for sick leave, which will accumulate if not used. Any sick time not used by year end will be eliminated. She will be paid 3.5 hours for a holiday occurring on a work day. She will be paid $12.50 per hour. She will need to report once a month to the county commissioners. If she can't, one of our board members could report in her place, or she might be able to send her report email to Don Harlow. Becky accepted the job and will start working February the 4th. There was discussion on the new office. The files need to be gone through. It was suggested that all the old files should be stored in the totes and saved for at least 7 years. New business. Bylaws need to be updated. A committee consisting of Judy Oliver, Bob Lovelace, and Kathy Moss will meet to work on the bylaws. Bob Lovelace moves that we adjourn the meeting. Marge Schneider seconded the motion. Meeting adjourned at 10:40 a.m. Lincoln County Council on Aging special meeting, January 31st, 2019. President Judy Oliver called the meeting to order at 1 o'clock p.m. She stated the meeting was called to discuss finances and set up a budget for 2019. Those in attendance were Judy Oliver, Bob Lovelace, Kathy Moss, Marge Schneider, Jeannie Freese, and Nancy Nitch. Guests in attendance were Mona Gertzman and Chris Lovelace. There was discussion on the amount to be paid to Becky Rathman for the help she provided the LCCA during the last 4 months. Jeannie Freese moved to increase the amount of $1,800 to $1,950, and Becky would be responsible for the taxes. Kathy Moss seconded. Motion carried. There was discussion on cashing out the $25,000 CD. There would be a penalty to cash it out early, so it was decided to wait until it became due. It was reported that there is $1,717.81 in the savings account and $19,574.24 in the checking account for a total of $21,292.05. The budget was discussed, and after much consideration on each item that we had expenses for last year, the total amounted to $40,000. Jeannie Freese moved that we approve the budget and give it to the county commissioners. Kathy Moss seconded. Motion carried. The meeting was adjourned at 1:40 p.m.
Is there a motion to accept, or first any discussion on the minutes? Is there a motion to accept?
I'll make a motion to accept it.
I second it.
Okay, any discussion on the special meeting? Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, it's approved. Okay, correspondence. It's hard to tell between correspondence and bills. Can I just read the bills instead? For Becky, we $495.62. This is for her first month.
284.
And she suggested she be paid on our meeting. And then, okay, there's still a few days left in the month. That will be added on to the March bill, instead of having us come in to sign special checks.
So just pay her once a month at our meeting?
At our meeting.
Yeah, she
They will
wants
and this is what was turned in, $495.62 to pay Becky today.
Okay.
And the tax prep that Jeannie Krangle done is for $150. This was December 2018 and everything that had to be done at the end of last year. I was going to say last month. Also, Becky ordered business cards. There's some here on the table if anyone wants. And the bill for that was,
18, wasn't it?
you got $831.
Is that business cards or is that the signs? There was also a flash sale on Vistaprint, and I had already planned on getting these banners for the front window,
Oh.
promoting things for the Lincoln. Yeah, that's okay. So when I went ahead and was making those for the Lincoln Senior Center, I was like, oh, I should get one. It was $5. So I bought one also for the Council on Aging and just put it on my card. So I'm asking you
Okay,
to
the banners,
reimburse
and
me
you'll
for
see them
$8.
in the front window. It was $8.31.
Because I just divided shipping and everything for you.
What's the one? Oh, here. Business cards is a total of $10.
No, 18. That's how
Oh.
much they cost, but I had to ship it and pay tax.
$18.43. I'm sorry. If it's at the bottom of the page, that's the total.
Yeah, I know, it's okay.
Okay. What's this?
Ink
Okay, and
cartridges.
she's ordered ink cartridges. A case of them, and they came to $39.48.
I had a lot of color ink. I just didn't have any black ink that I found. So I ordered those.
Okay, and the house cleaning is $85.50.
And we're going to discuss that.
That'll be later.
All right.
Okay.
Well, it has to be paid.
Here, do you need these, Nancy?
Yeah.
And that's all of the correspondence.
I move to make a motion that we pay these bills as stated.
All right, second.
There's a, it's been moved that we accept and pay these bills, and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Nancy will make bills out. Oh, now the thing. Now
I have a question for you. How about the rent?
Oh, yes, we need to pay the $100. She didn't give us a bill.
Isn't that in there? I thought
No.
that was included already.
No,
No,
it's
okay.
in there. No,
Right.
She read that we paid last month.
Okay.
but it was $100.
Okay.
That should, I think, really need to be just a standing bill that we're paying every month instead of having to vote on it every
Yes.
month.
I agree with you there.
If we have to vote on it, they'll kick us out. And it's cold outside.
You got it, sorry.
Okay. Financial report now.
Okay, I had Jean do this for me because I've been on all month. So, she has listed out and all the bills, or everything that was paid in January, and some of these we already addressed at last meeting, but I'll go ahead and go through them anyway. Citizen State Bank, $15, which I presume that is the
rent on the
rent
box.
also. Roger Hayworth, the $44.56 for utilities, the Kansas Gas Company, $13.09, Lincoln Senior Center, $100. And then we reimbursed the Lincoln Senior Center $858 for the freezer. We paid AT&T $111.02. And American Family Insurance, $163. And then, she has listed that we received $733.81 back as a refund from health insurance. So I presume that's for Teresa. We paid Jan Allen mileage $204.80. Then home services $57.76. So total expense was $1,642.47 for the month of January.
Okay, and some of the profit also, they refunded us the $15 for the,
Yes.
uh,
She doesn't
safety-
have that on here because that came through this month in
oh,
February.
okay.
So this is just for January.
I'm sorry, things are running together.
Yeah, they do.
So I'm sorry, I don't have an exact balance. The last month, because some of these were included in that last month's figure. So, and I just got this morning, so I'm sorry I don't have a.
That
actual
one page I
balance.
gave you with the circle, that's the 47 is the total amount of
Well,
everything.
that's the our assets and liabilities.
Okay.
So
You'll have that figured out.
I'll get that figured out next month. I promise it will be better.
I apologize to everyone. Nancy's had her hands full. I've had my hands full. Hopefully next month will be running
yeah.
smoother.
Yeah. Like I said, the balance at that special meeting was $21,292.05, but I know some of these expenses were already off from that. So I'm guessing we have around $21,000.
Somewhere I thought it said 19.
19. Okay, well, this was a combination of the savings account and the checking account. There was $19,574.24. So I'm guessing we have $19,000 in this, around $19,000 in the checking account.
Okay.
I should have got here early enough to go over to the bank and get a balance. I spent the last 3 weeks in Salina and at the hospital, and so I just.
That's understandable.
Did your husband ever come home?
Yes, we finally come home
Woohoo!
Thursday, but he's back today for dialysis, so.
Okay. Next thing is old business. The budget. I went to the commissioners. They don't like the budget we turned in. One thing they can't figure out, why are we paying rent? They don't understand we're trying to help with the lights, the heat, things like that. And what we had made up, it says liability insurance was $163, and the insurance company, that was supposed to be paid. I don't exactly. Our deal is $475. In the mail, I'm supposed to be getting. She says we have to have this liability insurance. If you walk in that office and sit in a chair and it collapses and they're hurt, well, the Lincoln Senior Center is not responsible.
See, I had in the minutes that we paid American Family Insurance $163 for property insurance. Is that the
Okay,
same thing?
that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And they sent it back, the check back, because I don't know, it was read wrong, something on there.
So we need to talk to Art Wagner. We need to
No,
talk-
this is American Family. She is sending me, it'll be here tomorrow or the next day, a packet of everything that's concerning. And it costs $475 a year. Okay? Art Wagner, we do not need workman's comp because Becky's not making enough money here. So that was dropped. I talked to him yesterday about the bond for Nancy and I, and as far as I can tell, it's $40. No, officer's bond is $140. He's taking care of that.
Okay, so that, we have to have that in there, officer's bond.
Yes.
And the grant.
The postage, I felt we could cut that in half to $250. I'm not sure what bank fees.
That's what I wondered too, what bank
Do
fees.
you agree with that, Becky? $250.
Yeah, because I don't know what you spent that much postage on. Like maybe the certified letters you used to send to people and stuff like that.
Well, that was
I don't-
over $100, the certified letters.
Yeah, and I don't foresee that happening.
Yeah. I
Well,
was gonna say.
let's go ahead and cut that from 5 to 250. Well, let's cut that. 5 to
Okay.
250.
And I don't think there's a, do we bounce a check or,
I think you did
On that,
earlier this year.
oh,
But-
that was
'Cause-
after Teresa,
Yes.
we didn't understand exactly what our balances
Right.
was.
so
I don't presume we will be bouncing any checks. And also we no longer have the
safety deposit box.
safety deposit box. So I
So
think
just
that
cut
could
out
be,
bank
So-
fees.
so
yeah,
the liability insurance is going to go. It's going to be $475 a year.
yes.
We need to put that down there. But on the rent has to be paid $100 a month. We're going to keep
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Telephone and internet, $2,500.
I think that's too high.
What? No.
But we haven't gotten enough.
We haven't gotten a bill like yet that has the exact monthly thing because you started like in the middle of February, so your first bill was prorated for February and all of March. Like they make you pay in advance, and so I was looking at the bill, and some of the things like they were charging you for Boost, but you're not using their router. The senior center had a brand new one, and so we gave it to you so you guys could save $7.99 a month and not have to pay for the router.
So what do you think that's going to cost us, Becky? Roughly.
Okay, and the
Well, I'm not
commissioner
sure.
says
Whatever. I mean,
use one telephone and internet. They're getting it free as a way to advertise it to the seniors.
Eagle Communications. They
They
use our
could
building.
anytime come in and decide, okay, this isn't working enough, we're taking it out. Then we're going to be kind of stuck, no phone. So I'm going to say, yeah,
Would you say $1,800 a year? $1,800.
I don't
a
even
year?
know if it's that much because your internet.
Well, you don't want to cut us darn short. We're going to cut yourself short.
I know. So I need to call on that one to make for sure. But
Okay.
that's way too much.
Okay.
Like it's not going to cost that much.
Okay. Office supplies.
Okay, we're cutting out the bank fees, right?
Bank fees.
yes,
We're gonna cut that out.
bank fees, yes.
Okay, let's go
What
to office
about,
supplies.
what about the checks? Who furnishes the checks? Do you have to pay for the checks when you get them from the bank?
I thought we had quite a few.
We don't have very many left, do we?
I don't.
That
I
would be,
did.
the bank fees might be for checks. I just paid
That's what-
$57 for checks.
Oh, did you? Like I said, I don't know. I haven't gone to look to see if there is any, in a box, or if this just
Oh.
checkbook is all that there is.
I noticed that in your checkbook that you had, there wasn't very many
Yeah,
checks
there wasn't
left.
very many, but I thought maybe there was probably some.
I have not seen any in any of my
You haven't?
endeavors of cleaning.
We might
files.
check with the
We-
bank and see.
Okay, we better.
Yeah, I wouldn't do away with the bank fees yet until we find out if we got to pay for those checks. Let's
I
put a
never
question mark
thought of
beside
that.
that.
Okay,
Question mark beside bank fees.
for checks.
Office supplies, $540.
I
Yeah.
know. You have tons of office supplies, like tons of envelopes.
Yeah, a lot of
tons-
paper.
Yes.
Let's
lots.
cut that down to. Let's cut that down. Let's cut it in half. Office supplies. Let's make that 270. Would that be all right, Judy? 270.
Or 200. Just go 200 because you have like
200.
3 files, like 3 boxes
Okay.
of folders. You have envelopes out the yeah.
Okay, $200.
You have a lot of stuff. Pins, Post-its. Like I couldn't think of anything else.
And we
that
just
you
got
would
the
need.
stamps, so we're good there. All right, postage, we cut that in half. Officer's bond, we have to
I'll
have
go
that.
to Sunflower Fair next year and get you a lot of postage.
Yeah, there you go.
The 18 county from Manhattan, we got to pay them $1,500. That's mandatory, right? So
Yeah.
we have to keep that. All right.
I don't understand what an annual filing fee is.
It's for non-for-profit.
We have to-
Not for profit.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's for that
oh.
501(c). You have to have that.
You have to have
We
that.
have
Well,
to have
let's write that for.
Have to have. All right, mileage for delivered meals. Let's discuss that. You know, we talk at one time. This is supposed to be a good thing, but she had about 8 or 9 meals going up that way. We're now, I think, if she doesn't have more than five, that she should be paid that mileage. We could pay her something. And Judy, you made the idea of maybe $100 a month instead of 30, instead of the actual mileage. Because there's times she only takes 2 and 3.
And they're mostly hers. Her,
Now-
her daughter, and Daryl. But, can I insert something here?
Go ahead.
Okay, we, sitting at the dining room table one day, we found out there's a gentleman that eats, that gives her a tank of gas every month, he said, for delivered Meals on Wheels. And I know that she gets, some of the people she delivered to used to give her $50 worth of gas for Christmas. So I don't know.
You know, I ascertained that
It's a
here
pretty
months
good
months
job.
ago when Teresa was still here, that she was receiving gift cards and she was receiving money, but nothing was ever said about that. So I would,
I don't know.
Well, okay.
you know, we need to have the meal
Some
delivered.
of this is hearsay, and she's not here to defend
Well, it's
herself.
not hearsay. It's not hearsay. I ascertained this here months ago, Judy. I said that she was receiving gift cards and she was receiving money. And Jan Dallin never said a word about it. And Teresa and her discussed that before. So I'm telling you, she has done that. It's not hearsay. I mean, we get the people coming and
But
tell us that.
I still feel she needs to be here and ask her point blank, yes or no. Yes, this needs to be cut way down. Okay, so if you gave her $100 that a month, and what about, is that regardless or if she has 5? Which way?
Well, I think she should at least have 5 people to come in and get paid for that. She doesn't drive any further than my wife or I do. And we drive 36 miles. She drives 34 miles. But we do it because we care about the people. If she comes in to get the meal for her and her daughter and one other meal, I can't see paying her that kind of money just for. You'd cut that down tremendously if you just give her 100. If she'd accept that, she might not accept it.
I would say regardless of how many meals she delivers. Because she needs to know that, like $100 a month for gas is pretty good. Whether she's carrying 5 meals or 3.
Somebody makes a motion. But remember, we're going to try and get meals to Beverly.
Yep.
We don't know. Is there a community center in Westfall?
We have one, but it's not used except for special occasions.
Okay. And I still don't know. I know Sylvan doesn't want anything to do with this, but according to the senior center, if they could get meals there. Anyway, I'm just thinking down the
So-
road. This isn't necessarily everything for today. We have to think for the next year.
I don't want to make the motion unless I rescind the motion from a year ago. And I made the motion to pay her that kind of money. And that's when I first came on. I was pretty naive about that. I didn't realize what was going on. I was just being agreeable. So do I need to rescind that motion from a year's past?
No, I don't think so. You're,
Well, Kathy, you make the motion then.
I make a motion that we pay Jan Dallin $100 a month to deliver meals. Is that what you want?
Yes.
Okay. I made the motion.
I second it. And I think it should not have a stipulation how many meals, because she might end up,
Right.
there might be some more people go on. That I know Daryl got somebody to go on and she passed away.
Yeah, she used to have 8.
She used to
She
have
used to have
4
8.
people
And now
Yeah.
she's down to 3.
right now.
And the kitchen tells us that she thinks 2 or 3.
But
So-
but it might pick up here, you know, maybe we can get Bob back on since his wife passed, and different ones, you know. Some of them have passed away.
so, back to this budget. How
No,
much?
no. Let's finish this. A motion's
Oh.
been made.
A motion's
It's been
been
seconded?
made, seconded to pay Jan Dallin $100 per month to deliver meals. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Passed.
Okay, now we need to change that. So that's $1,200 instead of 37.
But you have no wiggle room if you get any more.
That's part of the motion. It didn't make any difference how many meals she delivered. It's still $100.
No, on the budget, it's $3,700 to
but
deliver.
we don't have any more than that right now. You're not delivering meals to Beverly. We've got to get this budget down if they're not going to approve it. So we got $1,200 right now. Once we get meals to Beverly, we're going to have a percentage in here. We're going to add a percentage at the end. So we'll see what that comes up to.
Going on, homemaker services is $5,000. It's pretty expensive. We have only one. When Becky went to the health department, they don't think we should be doing it at all because it's only one person. If you keep this, we have found someone else. Instead of $20 a month, it would be $12, right?
13
$13 a month.
An hour.
an hour.
Or hour, pardon me, hour, not month. So, but here again, we're supposed to be here to help seniors, but we keep cutting money in doing things. And this was kind of suggested if we're even needed by the commissioners. Okay?
I think that's because we're only helping one person. It's not that it's not needed. There's a lot of people that need.
Well, and
versus
they're
want.
too proud to speak up, a lot of it.
But this guy, well, this person is not. He sits at the lunch table and tells all this stuff, and so, I mean, it's no secret that he expects it, he gets it,
So we're paying $78 a month. That's $780 a year. That's quite a bit of difference from $5,000. But if you had other people that needed it, which there's several people up there that do need it, or they're going to be kicked out, or they have their family members come in and clean for them. I think that's how it works. And I don't know.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
I don't either.
I called Dina and I talked to her about the situation, and she said how it works is that when they have HUD inspections I don't know if she said every year or every month. I think it's once a year, I think. And then they kind of do like how North Central Flint Hills does for us. They give us like not a fake, you don't give a fake inspection, but like a pre-inspection to kind of get us prepared and ready when state inspectors come in to inspect our kitchen. So they do that over there, and they have certain members that live over there that they do every month. And when you do it, if you don't pass inspection, you get a verbal warning. And then you have 30 days. And then they come back and they give you a written warning. And on that written warning, you have 14 days to correct your infractions or whatever they suspect about your apartment. And then after that 14 days, if they come back and look and you still haven't done anything to what they've asked of you, then you have a 30-day notice to vacate. And so of this particular situation, the person was given a verbal warning. And so that's how it works.
Okay, but what about the young lady for a ramp, Judy? Were we ascertain that or not?
Here again, the health department says that's one person they should be going around to churches. Have you heard any more from them?
No, I contacted the Boy Scouts, and then I did contact my little local Barnard Lions Club, and they said that they would help assist with it, but none of them know like the specifications. I did contact somebody about that, and it's a 4-foot in like going into the door, and for every foot you have to have 1 inch of ramp incline. So that's a 40
88.
foot, a 40-foot ramp.
That's pretty expensive.
And so I just kind of left it at that.
And I never heard back if they had permission from the landlord.
Yes, the landlord gladly would
Oh, well,
allow
sure,
it
yeah.
to be put on.
Because it's rental property. Let him
Right,
do it.
right. It was rental property.
So I mean, nobody with the Boy Scouts. He had said I talked to it's Steve Ryan. I think does anybody know that for sure?
Right, that's Steve Ryan.
Oh, sorry, I gotta take this call. Oh, okay, I'll just call him.
So on homemaker services, Judy.
He said that they have a couple like Eagle Scouts, or they have to do projects, and he would propose it to a couple of the guys that don't have projects yet. Because with that, I think they have to find the monies and make the plans. Like they're like the foreman on the project. So he was going to bring it up to them if any of them would be interested in such an endeavor. And that's as far as I've gotten.
Okay. Homemaker service. How much do we cut this?
Jenny, you want to say something?
Well, I was going to say on that ramp deal, there's one person lives there, and it's rental property. I don't know. I kind of think maybe that the landlord should be responsible.
Even for the material, if the boys will do it.
Huh? Yeah.
Be responsible for the material.
Yeah.
And let the boys build it.
Yeah.
Homemaker services, we're looking at $740 a year for one person. Gosh. And I know there's a couple other people out there that need that, but
I do too.
But they don't ask for the help. And so
All you have to do is deliver Meals on Wheels, and it doesn't take
see
you
it.
long to figure out, and
once again, if we would cut that in half to $2,500, if we would cut in half, we can go 20% at the end instead of 15 like we did. We go 20% on our total to give us our extra money that we would need. Do you want to do that?
here's the deal: the person that it's helping, he only pays $2 or $3 toward it, and we pay the rest of it. I'd like to get somebody to clean my house for $2 or $3.
Well, he's just lazy.
yeah,
Judy,
that's the whole deal.
what do you think about that?
Okay, let's watch what's said.
What do you think
please.
about that? 2,500 instead of 5,000. We could try that. 2,500. Okay. Bus passes have been eliminated. 'Cause
Yes, because
they have their own budget.
no, the commissioners don't like that because they are already subsidizing them. We shouldn't pay. And I says, well, we didn't want them walking on this ice and stuff, and they really shot me down. So, newspaper ads.
So cut out bus passes.
Yes.
Yeah, no bus passes. Okay, so we need newspaper
I,
ads.
I'm sorry, I don't know what ads run.
We have a lot of programs. We're going to have a lot of programs for seniors this spring and summer. We want to put that in the newspaper. And then, our newspaper is pretty darn high. Isn't it, Becky?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You work there.
What do you mean like high?
Everything's high. I mean, ads. like if you put an ad in the paper for we're gonna have a potluck dinner or a soup
Right.
supper, they're gonna charge us for that ad.
Right.
So and we at least have to have one fundraiser a year, at least one a year. So that's not very much, but if you would have a alumni, the senior center is going to put on hot dogs or hamburgers, whatever.
Right.
We have to advertise that in the paper.
Well, I mean, some of that stuff, like the alumni thing, we would just kind of piggyback off what the alumni is advertising. We don't advertise for it.
No, I'm talking about anything.
Yeah.
You're going to have more
I
programs
mean,
this year.
normally you guys do the commodity ads for that. We did an ad for open enrollment when we had that day that we had that workshop kind of thing here, and I think we're probably going to be doing that again next year and then advertising to get SHIC volunteers going to training in April. So, I mean, I think that there's some. I don't know what you have as your line item.
we have 2,500.
2,500.
Seems like a lot.
And I'd have to know what they were really in the past. I don't.
Well, this has to be submitted here shortly, Judy. I mean, we can't wait a couple months down the road. So
It'll be taken up there Monday if I can get on the agenda. I really want to.
Do they have to be? I mean, okay. If you're going to look at something, it doesn't have to be a big, bold ad.
No.
You want to cut that in half then?
Yeah, and sometimes you can run it under
let's cut it down,
classified,
1,500.
and people see it oftener there than they do looking for. My gosh,
Well,
how
we
many
could
times
we even
have
make
we
flyers
looked
and
for
put them out if we
ads?
Yeah,
have
we
to
could.
for advertisements.
Yeah,
So let's cut that
I'll
now.
say it looks like this last, it was through September, kind of hard to read, looks like right at $1,000.
For advertising.
Yeah, for advertising, it's like 9 months of the year, right
It's
at
$1,000.
$1,000.
So if we say 15,
All
you
right.
want to cut it less than that?
No.
15, okay.
No. Okay.
Okay. All right, professional fees.
Okay.
We shouldn't have any professional fees.
Yes. You gotta pay Jeannie.
Jeannie
That's right.
Kringle.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
but I wouldn't think we would.
what did
Because
she?
I think this included
Okay, we were professional.
Audit
We were thinking
audit.
audit and
lawyers.
lawyers. I hope to God we don't have any lawyers.
Well, they
this year.
paid a lot. We've paid a lot of lawyers in the
For
past.
nothing.
Yes,
For
I'm
nothing.
saying
Nothing.
projected. I hope we don't.
So I think we ought to do just $1,200.
Whatever you think. 1,200's fine with me.
I think
Well,
$100.
no, 1,200 wouldn't be enough. That's just the genie. That's all we're paying is genie. So we got-
Two.
What?
2,000.
2,000? That'd be okay.
Yeah.
2,000. In case something else come up. Professional fees 2,000.
Okay, in miscellaneous, I don't know.
Well, now on miscellaneous, you want to take all these that we have right now, and I know we have a calculator here.
Yeah.
Would you get one? All right. Give me $1,200. That's for wages. $900.
Hold on.
That's
12,000. No.
Huh?
Yeah, that's 12,000.
12,000. I'm sorry, Becky.
Okay.
900.
Okay.
475.
Okay.
1,200. That's for rent.
Okay.
Telephone, internet, we're not sure about yet, but we're gonna let. Should we say 2,500?
No, I say like 1,500.
15. Okay, let's go 15 with that. Okay. Bank fees is $60. Office supplies is $200. Postage is $250. Officer's bond is $140. The NCF HAA fee is $1,500. $1,500. 40. 1,200. 2,500.
Okay.
1,500. And then 2,000. And how much is that?
25,465.
That's 25. 4.
Say it again.
$25,465.
Okay. Now, you need to take a percentage of that. If we take 20%, just say 20. We did say 15 last month. So let's say 20%. What is 20% of that?
Well, I don't know how to figure that.
Yeah, just take
Point two.
20 into
Point two.
take 20 into it's going to be 4,000 something. 4,000. Just take 25.465.
It's a fifth
Divided
of
by
25,000.
How much is it?
That's,
$1,273.25.
yeah. That's not.
Is that 10%?
That's not.
Yeah, if you just round it out, 26,000 and multiply by 20 is $5,200. That's 20%.
Well,
I just rounded it out to $26,000.
I didn't.
Yeah, 5,200. Yeah.
I figured 4,000. Okay, so if we would
Well,
add,
5,000.
just say 5,000
5,000.
miscellaneous. 5,000 on miscellaneous.
5,000
5,000.
instead of 1,600.
Yes. Yes. That's only 15%. So let's add 5,000 to that. We're still 30,465.
Yeah.
So we've cut another almost $9,000 off the budget, plus the 37 we've already cut, Judy.
All I can do is present it and
That's right.
So Judy, you were asking about the administrative match and the Senior Care Act.
yes.
So Thomas sent me, these are the invoices that were sent to Teresa in April that
Okay.
have not been paid yet. These are administrative funding and Senior Care Act funding. So-
Neither one?
No, but this is what I got from Thomas, because I asked him the question that you asked about who pays the administrative match and the Senior Care Act funding. Well, we don't decide that because some counties, the commissioners pay part of it, and then the COA pays the other part. So I don't know your agreement with them.
They pay half.
Okay,
And that's
so
why they were asking why we were paying this. And it dates way back when that,
I know. So Thomas said, as a primer, we request funding for 2019 at the beginning of 2018 and request that 2019 is paid by January 2019, which are those two, because they're due January 2019.
yeah, so we're already a month behind.
So he said in saying this, they did pay the 2018 amount in full in February and April of 2018. We have not yet received the 2019 payment for administrative match or Senior Care Act. I've attached the invoices that were sent early last year. That's what I just gave you.
And how much is that?
Okay, Senior Care Act is $897.22. The administrative fund is $1,295.
Which you had some on there for North Central already on your budget. And
Yeah.
he says we're going to be sending the 2020 request once the board has approved them, likely after the March board meeting. Lincoln County is also in arrears for their Senior Care Act payments from 2014 to 2017 in an amount of $27.63. So that had never been paid for Senior Care Act.
And how much is that?
For those years, he says, is $2,763.
Why would they let it go that long?
Well, they
without-
just reduce, if you don't pay the Senior Care Act funding, then they reduce services in your county.
And services meaning,
I don't know what that all was.
Well, that sure be nice to know what they do for us for that kind of money. I mean, because we're already paying you $1,500.
And maybe that was because Teresa was doing a lot of those things that normally, if you don't have a county coordinator in your county, then we do a lot of those services. where you have had a county coordinator, and that's probably why.
2000 what?
2,763.
Why did they let her get by with
Yeah.
not paying?
Probably because she was doing those services.
She wasn't though. But you know, we're in a make-believe world here.
So this is, I'm going to give you this email, Judy, because it kind of explains it, and this comes from Thomas. He's our business manager, and it explains the top part of it. Yeah, he's our business manager.
Yeah,
Sure
the
did.
Senior Care Act, and this one was, what was the $1,295 for?
Administrative fees.
Oh,
Did you say?
That'd be the
Administrative funding.
NCFH AA fee on our budget for $1,500. That'd be that one.
Okay, and the commissioner's supposed to pay half of this, Judy?
No, the commissioners have paid. This is what we owe.
But
And they wonder why in the hell we need so damn much money.
well, first of all, they haven't wondered too far because the one that was here before got half of the mill levy money for herself. So they haven't
But see what I'm
keeping
saying?
on the bookkeeping.
On our miscellaneous money of $5,000, we're already going to pay out almost $4,000 to North Central Flint Hills.
I know.
Now, will the commissioners, they pay half of that? Do they pay the administrative funding or the Senior Care Act funding? Or do they just pay half of that, Judy?
That's a question we need to ask. We don't know.
What?
I don't know.
As Karen, let's see, she sent me, and I think this is what she was talking about, because this was Judy's question to her, of why was half paid by the county and half paid by the Council on Aging. But
And what it went for.
every county does it different. Every county. So Karen was saying, an example is like in Ellsworth County, the administrative
We
match
just
is
keep going
paid
deeper and deeper and deeper.
by the COA, and the Senior Care Act match was paid by the county. So every county does it different. You could always ask the commissioners to pay for part of that.
Okay,
But they-
this one, $1,000. Is this actually what we owe, or is it divided with the county?
I don't know. That's your, whatever you do with your county.
Okay.
We don't have any say in that.
So those are the questions we need to ask if the commissioners.
We aren't paying this until I find out a little bit more from the county. And I,
Why are we going back and paying arrears to 2014? Because Manhattan didn't collect it. And so now this is 5 years later and we're expected to pay it?
I don't believe he's asking you to pay it. He's just saying that it wasn't paid for all those years.
But why wasn't it, Rose?
I don't know. Who paid your bills?
Well,
Those
Teresa
are all
was.
given to Teresa. Her name is on those invoices.
I
that
trust
were
that
sent
Teresa
to
was
her.
paying them.
Obviously.
Even though we had a
no,
secretary that
No.
just signed the checks and Teresa would make them out.
okay, okay.
Well, it's just starting and going forth now. Yeah,
Okay.
you start.
Judy, wait a minute. Turn this off a minute. Rose can take that back to Manhattan and ask them if they would, we have a whole new board. Can we start anew and forget about the arrears?
Well, I think.
Okay, but
I don't
for the
think
last
they're
year.
not billing you for in
I
the
think we need
arrears.
to do this, yeah, the 897.
This one will need to be paid.
Okay.
This arrears one that,
You're doing your 2020 budget, so you know, right? Or are you
Well,
doing the budget
that's what
now?
we're working on right now, is our 2020
So then
budget.
you know that you might have billed that
Yeah,
much money,
we get
this
the
money that I gave you
Okay.
these invoices
Almost not.
into the next budget.
But we don't have on here Senior
Yeah, like-
Care Act, so what we're,
so we need to add that then.
yeah.
Which you had $1,500 for Senior Care Act, right? And I think that
But
that
that's
invoice.
these
Would that be
two
under professional
bills, and
fees?
how
Well,
much is
but
these
if
two?
the commissioners, maybe they pay the administrative match, that would be nice. But I don't know how your county works.
You got
Okay,
that question. Is that a professional fee that you're charging us? Is that a professional fee?
Oh, I don't know what it is.
Well, that way we can go back up here on professional fees and put that into that.
Well, you already have a line item for North Central Flint Hills, so.
We do have.
Yeah.
We do have.
That's probably the same thing.
That's only.
Is that the same thing?
That's $1,500,
Well, that's.
and we have to keep that.
Right.
So,
I would
but it
do
has
that.
to be paid.
And that's for the, this fee to you guys is
Okay,
includes
these
the
two
senior?
things come to $2,192.22. So you need to increase this budget 1,500 to
To
2,200. I like
2,200.
even numbers. Then if we find out the county is paying half of this, it can be cut down.
That's $1,100 there. If the county's gonna
If
pay
they
half of
are.
it. Yeah, but
But
I don't think.
I can't wait another month till we get together and discuss this.
Meeting's on the agenda. Get to ask these questions. So, right here on North Central Flint Hills, we need to put that down to what? How much?
22
2,200.
2,200.
Okay,
instead
so
of 15.
let's go 2,200 instead of 15.
Yeah, and then if the county pays half, then it's 1,100.
Right.
But I can't
This
see that happening.
this has to be paid. It has to be paid.
Yeah.
And so, okay, so what are we getting for our $2,200? What do we get for it?
I don't have the papers in front of me. Teresa should have in her file of they break it all down for you every time they send it yearly.
Okay, it's something else I gotta go looking for.
Yeah, I need
Well,
to-
I think she could contact your office and get everything, can't she? Since Teresa left everything up in the air,
Yeah.
took
Unless
things
there's a
file
and
in
stored
there.
things.
Do
so
I
we
have
don't
a motion that we pay these two bills to North Central Flint Hills Area Agency?
No,
Nobody wants to pay.
no. Somebody make a motion. I'm not going to agree to that though.
So I think you need to do research on it. You know, take a day.
The reason I'm saying-
Those are
Get
the ones
from
for
the-
last year.
That's from
That's for
year.
last
Oh.
year. That
I
was
mean-
due in January 2019.
So the
That's
money
last
was
year's.
that money was budgeted from last year. Then it should have
What
been.
it should have
Yeah.
been.
Well, it
You
might be
need to pay.
different.
Yeah, you need to pay that.
But we
Yeah.
need to budget
These
that
But
for
if
this.
you want to wait and get
I
the
think that we should pay
breakdown,
those two and not this arrears one.
Make a motion.
Okay, I move that we pay $897.22 for the Senior Care Act and $1,295 for administrative fees.
But see, it was supposed to be paid by January 31st. So we're already a month in arrears. And it was from October 1st. And it's going on until September 30th.
4 months. 4 months into this year already, and we're behind again.
Yeah, so I think we need,
Well, if they're going to continue to give us service, we're going to have to pay it.
so I move that we pay $897.22 for the Senior Care Act, $1,295 for the administrative fees, for a total of $2,192.22.
Now, this is carrying you over to September.
Right, I understand that.
What is it for 6 months or a year?
a year.
It's
And
for
then
a
you'll
year.
get a new invoice after the board meets in
I want,
March.
Rose, I like to have them send us what the hell they're doing for us for that kind of money.
Okay. And they do send that every year. They send all the breakdowns
I
and
will-
everything. But I'll ask Thomas to go ahead and send it.
I will look for this packet that she's got
Okay.
Okay.
A motion's been made. I'll second it.
that we pay the in heirs
That
bill
was
to
due.
North Central.
That was due.
All those in favor?
You have to say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? We have 3
I'm
ayes and 1 no comment.
I think it should be researched.
But see, last year we paid them, and that was for the year before. So this is something that's paid every year to them.
And they haven't been paid yet.
And, okay, Teresa left the end of October. And if it was paid the beginning of the year, kind of got lost in the shuffle. Anyway, let's go on.
Who seconded that motion?
I did.
Okay.
Okay. I'll try and get on the agenda
No.
Monday for the commissioners. And the safety deposit box is turned back. New business. And I'm sorry we kept you waiting, Sharon Doe.
That's all right. I'm here with the Vesper Community Center, and we'd like to request a grant for some doors. I know you guys are talking about money, but I know this is a senior program. We help with a lot of, or we have a lot of seniors come to our bingo, and we have dinners that we have seniors come to throughout the year. So I'm going to pass this out.
Okay, she's gonna come over and give me one.
Thank you.
We're requesting $7,500 in a grant for these doors, and it'll have a power assist. The Vesper Community Center has been hosting a monthly bingo event since the 1970s. Currently, the center has been hosting over 125 patrons each month this year and expects this number to grow. This has traditionally been an event very popular with the senior population in Lincoln County, and the seniors will often make up 70% or more of the patrons. It is not uncommon to host patrons with disabilities, special needs, and those who use canes, walkers, or wheelchairs. The community center hosts other events throughout the year where seniors attend. Some of our volunteers have been volunteering for nearly 50 years and are now senior citizens themselves. The community center has a wheelchair-accessible ramp through our front doors, but our front glass door system is not ADA compliant, and the doors are very heavy and difficult for some of the seniors to open independently. The bottom glass in one of the doors has also been broken. New ADA compliance doors have 10 or more inches of steel panel at the bottom to prevent wheelchair feet platforms from contacting the glass. The Vesper Community Center is requesting $7,500 from the council to fund the replacement of our old and broken non-ADA compliant front doors with an ADA compliant glass and metal frame door system that has a power assist opener to assist those that currently have difficulty getting through the existing doors. The storefront quality door system will have ADA compatible push panel buttons from the inside and outside, so anyone needing assistance can push the button and the doors will automatically open for them. The new doors will also have an easy to operate emergency exit push bar that forever eliminates a chance where the doors may be locked or otherwise inoperable from the inside. If the council is unable to fund our full $7,500 request, we can upgrade the doors in two phases. The first phase would be to upgrade the doors with newer ADA compatible doors for $4,500, and then in the second phase we can add the power assist opener when we find or are given the additional funds for the power opener and remote controls. We can get the doors ordered and the work done within 90 days of award, and will provide receipts of all our expenditures made with your funding, with any excess funds returned to the council. From preliminary estimates we've received, the door system will cost up to $4,500 with freight, depending on the model and options we can afford. And the power assist, open closures, electrical work, and installation labor will cost an additional $3,000. If the council funds either our Phase 1 or Phase 2 project, we will also be providing a plaque in the vestibule indicating that the ADA door upgrade was funded through a grant from the Council on Aging. With bingo and the other social events we sponsor and host, We believe the Vesper Community Center provides an important social function for the senior community in Lincoln. Making the facility safer and more accessible for our seniors is a great use of the elderly service levy, and we hope you agree. We have some on the back pages. It shows the costs of them and a breakdown and what all we would need to make them ADA compatible. Is there any questions?
Has anyone else, like the commissioners, given anything towards this?
Not for that. We applied for, or through the Post Rock Community Foundation, and they turned us down. They said to reapply, so that's what we're going to do. We also need a back door because it's rotten.
It's what?
It's rotten. It doesn't lock anymore, and so they said, well, for us to go ahead and reapply for that. But they're not going to fund both of them, they told us the last time.
Now the back door, is it going to be accessible for wheelchairs
Yes.
to get out
It
also?
Yes.
Yeah.
With the broken door, don't you have insurance that would help pay for the replacement of a door?
No,
It's probably just broken over with age.
I think so. It's been broken since I've been there, but it's, you know, it's not a good deal because somebody hit that just right and it's going to pop.
Especially cold weather.
Yeah.
I do know a lot of seniors go there
Yes.
to play bingo, and
Bingo.
they go to soup suppers. I've gone to soup dinners and stuff there.
We also have like our alumni comes in once a year, and then for Memorial Day we have a Memorial Day dinner, and we have a lot of people come to that.
Do you have a hunter's dinner as well? For
No.
hunters? No.
No.
Some places do.
Well, you're adding more stuff though
Oh,
each
yeah.
year.
Yeah.
I've noticed that.
Yeah. This year we had a Farmer's Day.
Yeah.
Oh
and,
yeah, that's just been recent. hasn't
Yeah.
it?
And then in December, was it December? We had a dinner right after church, and it was kind of a bad day, so we didn't have a big turnout. But you know, every time we try.
Is that Presbyterian church still open there? Is there a church open
No,
there?
No.
no.
No, they go to other towns and then
Yeah.
come in.
Yeah.
Somebody, a private person bought
I
that.
think Linda.
Yes, Linda
Yeah.
Wrench bought that.
Now this does say Vesper Community Center, but your bingo, that's hell. It's Vesper Men's Club. Is there something different here?
No, it's
What do
actually.
you mean no? They
Well,
call it Vesper
actually,
Men's Club.
no, it's not. It's actually Vesper Community Men's Club running under Vesper Community Center. Run as Vesper Community
Okay,
Center.
now all the money that you guys
So
make,
it-
where does that go? I know you've made
it
a lot of
goes to the-
improvements
It
over
goes
there.
to the Vesper Community Center.
Okay, but all the money that you raise, which is quite a bit, when Danny was running it, I saw his books. You guys were making good money. So where does your money go besides, you had a lot of improvements there.
Right.
So where's the rest of your money go?
To keep going for utilities, for food, for buy bingo cards.
Doggers. Well,
Yeah.
they sell the doggers.
Operating costs.
Yeah.
Utilities.
Yeah, it's not cheap to heat a building that size or to cool a building that size.
I know you want an answer today,
But
but I really think we need to table this for 1 month.
Until we get our budget.
Yeah.
That's fine. We just want to present it to you so you know that it's out there, that we're
We may
requesting
not be here next month, okay? The way things are going. I'm sorry, but we thank you for giving this, and we'll discuss it later.
Okay, so would you like me to come back next month? Or what do you want me to do? Or just let it up to you guys? Or
Well,
I'll contact you.
okay, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah, because we might have questions that she would need to answer. I mean, we can discuss it. And
Okay.
if we think of something later, then we.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll discuss it, and I'll let you know if we want you to come back and answer questions. Okay.
Well, thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Can you just submit a part of it? I mean, you don't have to have a certain amount. Probably anything's better than nothing, right?
Well, and we don't have a lot of money to, right now, to go ahead and do it. So that was why we're requesting this. But we can also do it in 2 phases where we can do just the door and then later on add the button. Yeah.
Have you tried to get a grant anywhere to help with that?
Yes, we tried through Post Rock Community Foundation, and they said they would only do 1 door. Well, last time they turned us down and they said go ahead and resubmit, and they may do 1 door. They weren't sure.
Do you guys get the Dane Hansen grants out this way?
That's
Because
kind
they
of what
are
that's
awesome.
through. See, that's what the Post Rock Community Center, or Post Rock, what is it?
Community
Foundation.
Fund.
That's what they get a lot of their money through is Dane Hansen.
Oh, they do? I do know that Dane Hansen gives out a lot of grants,
Yeah.
a lot of money. But sometimes it's you pay up front and then request
they
it back from them and
reimburse.
then they
Yeah.
pay you.
And we don't have that kind of money in our account.
Don't they have matching funds too? I mean,
I think so.
you know, you pay half,
Mitchell
we'll pay
County
half.
does all of their
Did you guys try
improvements
Westland
with
here?
Dane Hansen grants.
We got that for tables and chairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what's on? Because we were gonna look into asking them for some help for something. So.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
For your time.
Next is, okay, insurance policies and business cards, and we already kind of discussed that during bills. I overlooked the bylaws. Everybody was here when we done the bylaws. Basically, it was changing the address. Somewhere. Okay, on the second page, Article 5 meetings. Meetings of the County Council on Aging shall be held at 10 a.m. on the 4th Tuesday of each month unless otherwise designated. Because the reason we went to 9 o'clock was Jan Dowland had to deliver meals. And everybody says it'd be easier to go back to 10 o'clock. That was... But this is how... I need a motion that... Are we
Approval?
gonna...
Are we approving?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve the bylaws as read, or as written, as written.
I'll second.
As long as our president will sign it.
Well, I'm not going to say something until it's approved. Okay. There's a motion. Bob made a motion, and Jeannie seconded that we approve these bylaws that were amended as of this date. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, guys have it. And I will put it in the paper that the meetings are changed.
9 to 10.
Do you have to have a special call again?
COMA requires it, so anyone who's on your notify list needs to be notified.
We still haven't found that list. I'll give you a call.
I suspect that Cindy Nelson is probably on the list.
Yeah.
So otherwise you'll get a core complaint, and those are serious.
And I don't know, I don't know how this all works. Like, can you send them a letter, like letting them know that the meetings? That's good too, right?
As far as I know, only Cindy and the Grishmans are on this list. If there is someone else, I have not been informed.
Commissioner.
We generally require or request just an email notification, and she might actually have that too.
Well, I think it's advertised in the paper.
Actually, that does not satisfy the Cora. I'm sorry. That you guys
I don't know. How do you get that
should
information?
probably
That-
you guys should
it tells us
probably
we need to advertise
read
in the
up
paper,
on
Mona.
the Cora and Coma. You should.
It doesn't say we have to call you individually.
Or,
the
or
Cora doesn't say that.
Actually, the Coma.
The court does not say that.
The Coma says, yes, it does. Please read it.
No, it doesn't.
It says
If they
whatever
put it
our
on a list.
choices, whatever our choices, some people will request a telephone call. So you have to have an updated list every single year, and every single year whoever wants to be notified has to let you know. So every single year it's fresh. So every single year they let you know that they want to be notified of any special meetings or changes.
But if they miss 3 meetings, are they out?
No, that doesn't have anything to do with it.
That's just board.
I was going to say.
Yeah, no, that doesn't. You go to the Attorney General's website and download Coma and Cora.
We don't go on computers like that, Mona.
Pardon me?
If you want to be called, we'll call you.
No, you're misunderstanding me, Bob. As an organization, you need to know what your responsibilities are.
I will check into this.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not being adversarial. That's not what I mean. Each person who requests to be told of.
Well, I don't do emails, so I wouldn't email you.
Me either.
But I can do it.
Yeah, that's what we got Becky
I can
for.
help. I can do it.
Okay.
Becky's good.
All right. Well, that's
That's
her
Becky's
job
job.
anyway. It's not
Going
mine.
on.
Anyway,
That's okay. I'll take it.
Rose, can we have your
Yes. We had Older Kansans Day in Topeka, February 12th. They talked about all of the public policy goals that are listed in here. Those are the things that are important to all of the area agency on aging. If you didn't get to go then, you can still call your representatives and let them know how you feel about all of those goals. So it's never too late to let them know how you feel. Senior health insurance counselors for Kansas, that was the shift. This last open enrollment season, they said they logged 5,432 contacts. They helped 4,492 clients. People who changed their insurance plans with the assistance of a SHIC counselor saved an average of $1,928 in 2019. So that just shows you it's very important to always run your prescription drug plan through every year because you can always save dollars. We're asking all of our centers to celebrate March for Meals coming up, and there's a lot of centers doing this. I don't know, are you planning on any of that, Becky?
Yes, I had talked to Randy Lohman, the new commissioner, about coming someday and delivering and helping with that.
Good time to market your senior centers. You can ask for a proclamation. You can get it signed by the mayor, and you can ask the mayor and all those special people to deliver meals and let them see what the meals program is about.
Yeah.
And they also like to get their name out there in the paper that they did something exciting for the seniors. So that we try and do that every year so that it's something special to look forward to. Volunteer time, if you're doing something to help a senior stay in their home, remember to write down your volunteer hours. There's a form in here, or you can get them from Becky. You can keep them yourself at your house and then send them to us whenever you get them filled. You can give them to Becky and she can send them once a month. Our goal this year is to get 5,000 hours of volunteer time. And it takes a lot of volunteers to do the meals program. A lot of volunteers. And that's all over our 18 counties, so that's our hope for this year. Tax assistance locations, we didn't find any in Lincoln that do taxes free for seniors. I know Salina has it, but that's the only one that I know of that's close.
Yeah, and I called them, and they are so busy that they can't do any satellite. But I did contact a guy here in town that he was used to do tax prep, but his biggest thing was the software and trying to figure all that out. Because now we do have like an extra computer here. I actually have 2 computers that can be utilized. So
Sometimes if you have a person that knows how to do taxes and agrees to do it, you can have it in your center and have them come in there.
That's one of my goals.
If you have a person that will do that. You know, when I started, we had a whole page full of where you could get taxes done for free, and now it's down to just a little bitty column because people just don't do that anymore.
Right.
Well, Hayes used to do it, and then they moved him to Waukene. But it is a very good service,
Yeah.
and it's free.
And Ellsworth has someone at the senior center, 1 or 2 people there that do taxes.
And I know that there is, there's a lady that had come and talked to me, and then she rode the bus to Salina and did it at that place that you told me about.
Yeah. There is a place for on your a tax checkoff that if you want to donate anything to Friendship Mills program with your tax refund, ask your tax person about how to do that. I believe it goes to Meals on Wheels, which would probably be to North Central Flint Hills for the Mills program. If you're interested in the homestead tax refund, there's a little flyer in here about that. You can take it to your tax person and ask them if you qualify for that. The LEAP applications, the Low Income Energy Assistance Program, is something that Becky can get for you. She can look that up on the internet and get the applications. So if you know of anyone who might use that, there's a lot of use for that. So I don't know if you've had people asking about it, but get the news out that there is hope for people who can't afford to pay their bills. Matter Balance and Tai Chi, I think Ellsworth is the only one that I know of right this minute that's having Tai Chi at their center. Family Caregiver Talk Show is going to happen March 20th. They're going to be talking about adult daycares. And then again, we're putting the Zero Missed Meals in here every month to recognize the managers that are doing an awesome job. Becky's been in it for a while now, so another pat on the back, Becky.
I failed next month, though.
You're going to fail?
I had to.
Anyway, it's been great that...
Nobody's perfect.
I know.
Nobody's
I'm just letting you guys, I'm letting you down now, letting you know that although I have reigned as a Miss Meals champion,
It's been a great
failed.
help, though, for our managers.
Because of weather.
They're really
Yeah.
getting on it, so...
Yeah.
She had no control over
The weather.
the missed meal.
No, it was well, I mean, I did, but I didn't catch it, so.
Well, it's all right. We'll not pound you for that.
I'll get on there the next time.
Medicare fraud is another big deal out. My goodness, there's always someone trying to get your money. So I know the Attorney General had a list on television the last couple of days of all the frauds out there. And
IRS.
every day you get a call about something or other.
20,
So
30 calls.
don't give out any of your information unless you are the one who initiated the call, or if it's Medicare, you know who signed you up for your prescription drug plan. You should be talking to that person, not to some dude that's calling and saying, hey, what's your Medicare number? And oh, what's your social? So don't give that out unless you're the one who initiated that call. A reminder about keynotes. If you do not get keynotes and you want to, then call North Central and get on the mailing list. We mail out to 40,000 households. That's a lot of newspapers. So if you have something interesting or exciting happening in your county and you want to get it put in keynotes, then you need to just send it to Sharon Berner. She's our human resource person at our office, and let her know what's happening. If you take photos that you want to put in there, you got to get a photo release, because you might have a good time running around snapping photos, and then someone might say, oh, my hair looked terrible today. And they might get a little irritated with you if you didn't ask the permission to get put in the paper. That would be me with my children. You better not put that on Facebook. I will threaten them that, because they are big about that. Erin is still doing Medicare basic workshops once a month in Manhattan for people turning 65. That might be something you think about getting out in your area too, because there's a lot of people turning 65 that need the information.
Right.
Let's see. Don't forget about elder isolation. There's a flyer in here yet talking about elder isolation, and if you know someone in your communities who you feel might fit this, send their name to Becky. Maybe she can go out and talk to them and see if they're not getting a meal now, maybe they need to. Sometimes that's the only person they see all day is that person delivering their meal. So maybe they don't know about the services, or they don't ever get out and they don't have family coming. So there's a lot of people like that. Okay, coming up, we're going to have mandatory spring training. We're asking Becky and Lachey have to go to that. It's mandatory. Becky will probably go to the one in Beloit here coming up on the 28th of March, I think. And then Shay has to go to the basic training in Manhattan on March 21st. So they'll have to have a sub those days. They all love to go to it too, I'll tell you. I might add that Karen Mays is retiring the end of March. So we'll have a new SOX coordinator.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a surprise.
I was like, I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah. So anyway, it'll be a little different in our little
Do
office
they know
area.
who's taking over then?
No,
Oh,
not yet. So they'll put I think the job is out there now, and they'll have to do interviews and things like that. So anyway, I think that's about all that I have.
You're not going to take that job, Rose?
Huh?
You don't want that job?
I could think about it, but I retired once, so I don't know if I
I
want to
said,
do it again.
we really appreciate what you did for us during Schick. You guys did a fantastic job for Lincoln County.
Yeah, we still have that. I mean, Erin Sunderman's a SHIC coordinator, and she'll be buzzing out and around doing that yet. So, okay, thank you.
thank you. And Cindy isn't here to give a report on 18 County.
They'll be having their meeting coming up March 18th or somewhere in there, I think.
Where's that one at?
It's going to be in Wamego.
Yeah, I thought Dad said it was a ways
And
away.
silver-haired legislator, I've listened to some of those reports. I don't think they've had anything for a while, so I don't think there's any new info for that.
I move to make a motion. What? Have we finished our budget?
I believe I got to retype it.
I'll maybe make a motion to adjourn then.
I second it.
All those in favor? Aye.
So we're going to